The conversation of whether the 49ers should pay Brock Purdy market value has dominated the conversation ever since the 49ers could see that they were not going to make the playoffs. So it has become the pretty much number one talking point amongst the 49ers community and beyond the 49ers community, just because we understand Purdy has been a polarizing topic ever since he came in 2022 and has kind of flipped the league on its head based on what the perception of Mr. Relevant is and what that person should do when given an opportunity. So, Cam Newton, we all know Cam very well on this channel, and he's been kind of deemed a Brock hater. He weighs in on the topic of whether Brock Purdy should get paid, and I am flabbergasted sitting here agreeing with what he has to say. Take a listen, and I'll pinpoint the points. I don't agree with everything he said, but in the large scheme of the conversation, I agree with what Cam's assessment is. Didn't have that on my 2024 bingo, but take a listen to what Cam had to say right here.
There's been reports that Brock Purdy wants $60 million a year and expects to reset the QB market. All right. So right now, his case for him to get that 13 games, 120 plus rating, and 4 playoff wins. It's a 49ers decision. All right. They have to pay elite money for the type of person. He's not in his last year. He got 1 more year left of his rookie deal. But Cam, is he worth $60 million comparable to the top quarterbacks that's getting that type of money?
Is he worth it? No. Does the market dictate him to make that type of money? Yes. So you're going to have to pay him. And I said the same thing about Dak Prescott. Literally the same thing about Dak Prescott. Now, when you talk about the market in the NFL, it's just dun 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 dun. Okay.
Yeah.
And then dun 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 dun. All right. And then dun 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 dun. Okay. And then dun 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 dun. And then when a real good player, dun dun dun. And then another good player, dun 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 dun. Ooh. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's real though. But let me ask you this. Because even with your game manager, game changer situation,
it don't matter, Peg.
But does he have? When you paying $60 million, do you feel like you need to have the ability of like a Lamar, Mahomes, Allen?
No, like bro, okay.
And the highest paid.
Do I think personally that a guy like Brock Purdy should garner this much money with his skill set? No. But as a former player, I hope he makes that.
Yeah.
Because I know his livelihood, that's fuck you money.
Yeah.
And he's playing great football and have shown that he's capable of playing great football. Now, what we think about him personally, that's none of our fucking business outside of those little 2-ass cents that I could opinionate about and other people. Yeah. And can you make the screen larger, please?
So right now on this list, we got Dak Prescott sitting at 60.
All right, let's have this conversation.
Talk to him.
Would you rather have Dak Prescott or Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy.
I can.
That's something. I mean, that killed it.
Joe Burrow.
Burrow.
Jordan Love.
Purdy.
No. You
taking Purdy over?
Stupid.
Why?
I'm going with Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Purdy.
Skill set, I'm going with Trevor. Resume, I'm going with Brock. More meaningful games. More meaningful games, knows how to win. And if you're giving me that to compare with, if I had to start a franchise and pick, given the circumstances up until this point, I'm definitely going with Brock Purdy. Skill set. Yeah. There's a higher ceiling for Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, for sure.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Damn, I can't unthink about the injuries. But when you talk about skill set, Tua.
I'm going with Brock.
When you talk about meaningful games,
I think Brock Purdy has a stronger arm than Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I can go with Brock.
And even not to even mention, like you said, injuries. Justin Herbert.
Man, Herbert. I gotta go Herbert.
Okay, I can agree with you with that. Lamar,
Come on.
Jalen Hurts.
I gotta go with Hurts.
Now this brings up a great question,
I gotta
Peggy.
go with Hurts.
If you put Brock Purdy on the Philadelphia Eagles, would that team be better or worse? But that's hold on.
I would say they would be worse.
They would be worse.
Yes.
Okay, cool. But the fact that you're thinking that long,
Yeah, that's true. That's just like you at least give him 50.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like my argument is this: no matter if we believe that he's worth making that type of money, there's got not to even mention Kyler Murray.
He's not better than Kyler Murray.
He's not better than Kyler Murray.
Better, he has a more extensive resume.
Like it's going back to Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like if you're comparing the same thing. Now, somebody would say his roster is better than
All of those guys.
Trevor Lawrence and Kyler Murray. But the truth is, bro, that's what goes to game changer and game manager, which goes back to the initial question. So when I'm saying these type of things, I'm saying it because of that premise. But does he deserve $60 million? Me personally, damn, that's a lot of money to give a person of that skill set. But I hope he makes that because that's what the market dictates him to make. Give that man that motherfucking money and shut the fuck up. Because if I'm the San Francisco 49ers and I give Brock Purdy that money, I'm really sitting back and saying, okay, cool.
Are you comfortable? Say you GM of 49ers.
John Lynch.
No, yeah. If you're John Lynch, are you comfortable with Purdy being your franchise quarterback?
Yes. Yes, bro.
Regardless of
who
stays and who goes.
I'm going to tell you why.
Because some people going to go with that 60 M's.
I'm going to tell you why. The 49ers ain't no shit team. So the opportunity, and this is when it all came out after the Falcons had made their pick with Penix, right? They don't see themselves being in a position to draft a quarterback that high ever again.
Yeah, I want to win now. Yeah.
So when you think about the 49ers, they're not going to have an opportunity to draft a young quarterback, a franchise quarterback. So that person is either going to have to be a backup from another team, or Brock Purdy
on somebody
else that you
damaged goods. Probably.
Come on, bro.
That's true. I think if you think about it,
so it all roads lead to, bro, pay the man. That's what the market entails you to pay him and pay him.
So again, I didn't anticipate this type of response from Cam because the first video I have made on this topic when we had decided that this was, this is where we were at in the discourse portion of the season was that regardless of what any of us think Brock should get paid, the market is what dictates that price. And I even love his little sound effect of the scale rising. Bro's on point. He's 100% right. Regardless of what you or I think Brock is worth, the market dictates that. And it's based off resume. And that's what. And then they start going down the list of would you rather quarterbacks. And you hear them talking about, well, skill set, resume. And at the end of the day, you get paid off resume. What you do. There's so many quarterbacks that have been in the league that have elite skill sets that have done nothing. Literally nothing. Flamed out, busted, never played. Having an elite skill set doesn't make you an elite quarterback. It helps if you are a good processor. You can read defense. You can stand in the pocket. You can field pressure. You can make the right decisions. All of those things, obviously, you're going to have a much better opportunity to be a really successful quarterback. But that's the problem with these elite, like measurable quarterbacks is they don't have the intangible quality that it takes to be an elite quarterback. And that's why they flame out. And I am surprised, man. I'm surprised by Cam. I'm surprised with what he had to say. I can't believe I found myself agreeing with pretty much everything that he said, at least in the sentiment of the market is the market. It is what it is. And you have to pay the guy because what other options do you have? I mean, the 49ers aren't in range to draft a a good quarterback high in this class. I don't even think this class is particularly good. They're going to bring in a quarterback. Like, they're going to bring in a Zach Wilson, a potential Kirk. I really do believe that. I think we will see that. We will see them bring in, like, remember Sam Darnold. They will bring in someone who has the potential to be a starting quarterback that might have had a rocky road up until this point. Mac Jones, potentially. They will bring in someone of that caliber. But I think it's ultimately going to come down to is when you look around, it's like, what else do you guys have? What other options do you have? And the market is the market. Now, there's a conversation to be had about, should he get 60? Should he reset the market? I don't know how I feel about that, but if we're going to be talking above 50, yeah, I think he's probably going to get above 50 because that's what the market dictates. Now, am I banging the table for Brock to reset the market at 65 million? No. No. All I am saying is that the market is what's going to dictate his overall price. So, again, and that's not for us to determine. That's for the 49ers and his agent to hash it out of, all the quarterbacks that are already getting like 55, he's better than half of them and has had a better resume than half of them. So, I don't know. I can't believe I'm sitting here like Cam spitting. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. It's going to be a fun off season. Appreciate y'all. Let me know and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.